Hello, and welcome to this HelloID provisioning product release video for June 2023. HelloID provisioning is a 100% born in the cloud, easy to configure and maintain user provisioning solution. It helps organizations to fully automate the user lifecycle management in the network by connecting the HR or SIS as a source system. Every change in this source is detected and processed into the network. No more worries about stale user accounts, accumulation of licenses or access rights, manual user management, or compliancy issues. Please note that in this video, we will only show the new functionality for the June 2023 release. Please go to docs.helloid.com or our YouTube channel for more videos. Let's get started. In this video, we'd like to start with a PowerPoint presentation and then demo the new functionalities for the June 2023 release. We have two new items in this release. First off, complex mapping preview value. This release has made it more accessible to preview the outcome of complex mapping directly from the script editing window. The second item is the built-in mail notification system. This one is in preparation for the PowerShell target notification system that will be introduced shortly. Let's see how these new features work in detail. Let's start with the first item, the preview on complex mapping. In the current version, we already had preview functionality for the field configuration, which is shown here. You could select a person, run the preview, and then you could see the outcome result for each of the mapped fields. What we changed in this version is that we added a preview functionality, especially for complex mapping on an attribute. So, if we go to this complex mapping script, you can see that we have some script in here which will return a result, and what's newly introduced is the preview value for a specific attribute. So, once we run a preview, you can see the outcome of the script we find up here. And you can see what will be triggered when the action gets executed without navigating back to the underlying screen. Of course, it's also possible to select a different person. So when we change the person to Greg, while the underlying screen still has Albert selected, as you can see, it will automatically be changed into the same person we selected. Here we have the outcome of different values, so once we specify here another different value and run the preview, the outcome of the function in this field has also changed in the preview value. Our second item, the notification system, has a different perspective. We changed the menu for notifications, and as you can see, we now have some different menu items, configurations, and systems. Configurations is the same as it used to be, and it manages all the configuration options for notifications. Underneath Systems, as a preparation for the PowerShell target notification system, we already introduced a built-in system. This system is built in for the default notification provider, and it cannot be removed. So what's the purpose of this? Well, if we go to the configuration, you can see it's a system configuration, and now we introduced a tab for audit logs. So if you navigate to this, you can see all the notifications and the timestamp and purpose of the notification that has been sent. You can also see if it's finished, and in the notification message, you can see what type of notification was sent and to which user. This notification audit log data is also available on the person overview of the audit data. So for example, if John Doe has a notification sent at this particular time, and you go to the person overview to look up John Doe, you can see that the same record is visible under the audit log data of a person. A remark on this release that is not mentioned as a feature but will come with this release is the introduction of auto-completion for target systems. So if we navigate towards Target Systems, you can go here, where you can see a Configuration tab. We'll take this as an example. Here we can see some fields where we will have a closer look at the example email, because this has been configured from a custom connector configuration, which has been specified over here. If we look at the definition of email, we can see that there has been a label involved. And remember this label because we will show later on in the autocomplete what the purpose of this label is. If we now go to one of the events, take for example the account create, and once we type in a $, you can now see a new pop-up appearing showing the variables that are available for your script. Remember that these are only the variables for HelloID, so not the general PowerShell variables or other generally available variables. This list only contains variables related to HelloID scripting. Now, if we go to the action context, we can go to the configuration, and inside the configuration, as mentioned before, we have email. This is our value of the email field from the connector configuration. But we also mentioned the label on this one, and if you have a closer look at the end of this line, you will see an arrow. Once you click on the arrow, you will see more information describing what the purpose of this attribute is or will be. In here, you can see the text shown is example email. This is the same text that is being defined on the configuration label. In the shown configuration, we had the email property, and one of the properties as part of the email would be the label tag. So the text that's provided in this label field will be shown in the pop-up descriptive text of this field. Thank you so much for watching. Please let us know if you have any additional questions. You can post your question in YouTube or send it to isupport@toolsforever.com. Please subscribe to our YouTube channel to receive frequent updates about improvements and changes in HelloID. Have a wonderful day.